Right, newspaper front pages, let's get on with it. First up, the Business Day, and their headline that they're running with Petro SA defends Russian partner. So, Gazprombank Africa selected to restart Muscle Bay refinery. State-owned oil and gas company Petro SA has defended its decision to select Russia's Gazprombank Africa as the preferred investment partner to restart operations at its gas-to-liquid refinery in Mossel Bay. We'll be talking a little bit more about that. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I know there's going to be a media briefing by the Minister in, I think, after 7:30 this morning. So I'm sure we'll talk to that as well. The big picture there, danger zone. An activist in a robe imprinted with a picture of a forest fire performing at COP28 on Monday in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, all about climate change. And then finally, yes to plan to break Transnet's monopoly. Cabinet has approved the freight logistics roadmap, which sets out the government's guidelines for reforms, including increasing private sector participation. That's the Business Day.
Yeah, moving on to the Star, their lead story this morning, grant recipients left in the lurch. Now, concerns are voiced as the post office grant withdrawal system is to be phased out. Now, the physical cash payment points and cash withdrawal of social grants inside post offices will be phased out, and the process will be implemented in a staggered way starting in January 2024, and it's planned that by March the 31st, 2024, all CPPs and post office branch grants payments will have stopped. So that a very, very important story. Civil society raising concerns about the vulnerable, and also banks collude to collapse the state, undermine companies employing thousands. Minister in the presidency, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, suggesting that recently that the manipulation of the rand was part of the private sector's attempt to collapse government. And also Rand Water warns of system collapse. So that a serious one.
I don't want to hear that. All right, Citizen, let's Cyril's dance with Putin is what they're leading with, very similar to what the Business Day had about the but they're saying, in spite of South Africa Reserve Bank's cautioning government on making deals with Moscow for fear of sanctions, there should be no repercussions to South Africa striking a deal with Russia's Gazprombank Africa. Then we've got Louis on the prowl. Louis Oosthuizen holds the Alfred Dunhill Championship Trophy at Leopard Creek Country Club in Malelane yesterday. So well done to him. After finishing second twice, he finally secured that trophy win. Trafficking Zim ignores our laws. Business to power, electricity rescue, that's what they're talking about. And rain is no pain for battle-ready Proteas as well. That's on the sidelines.
And finally, the Sowetan, they win the prize this morning. Washuba, a royal mess. High Court sets aside President Cyril Ramaphosa's recognition of Misuzulu Zwelithini as the rightful king of the Zulu nation. Also, ruling gives green light for probe into credibility of his nomination process. Then also Tau Ellis claim big CAF awards, and a post office to stop paying grants, as well as couple ties not in hospital. Those are some of the stories that the Sowetan goes with this morning.
Yeah,
and of course, don't forget our own site.
That's the whole thing. We've got our site up and running. And as you can see with the newspapers, I mean, obviously they'd gone into print already before the passing, the news broke of the passing of Zahara. But there on our website is that story, up to date all the time, throughout the day and night. So you really have to keep an eye on the SABCnews.com website.
Yeah. As well as the COP stories and, COP ending today, COP28. So Sophie Mukwena's over there keeping us up to speed with the latest developments from Dubai. And that's where we'll leave it, www.sabcnews.com.